Hi guys, welcome back to A Greater Gorgeous. Today I'm going to do an individual lash tutorial. I have done a strip lash tutorial and this is just another way to apply false lashes. You would want to apply individual lashes if you're looking for a more natural look I guess I should say a more seamless look. You can make individual lashes look unnatural if you want to, but this will really hide the lashes in there so it kind of looks like it's your own lashes. So what I'm going to use today are Ardell lashes. Now my package is a mess, but usually they come all neatly in a package. I try to reuse my lashes if I can, so that is why it's a little bit of a mess. These are short lashes, flare short black lashes, but you can also get medium, you can get long. I think long is a little bit harder to find, but I like to use the short ones because I'm really trying to blend them with my own lashes and have them look as natural as possible. And for me, I feel like the medium looks a little too long to be natural, in my opinion, unless you have naturally long lashes. But if you want to use the medium, it's the kind of thing where you would want to use a medium on the outside and then go shorter in the middle so that you can sort of taper in the way that lashes naturally do. So what I'm going to do is I'm really just going to place them on the outside of my lashes. Maybe I'll go to the middle, but that's about as far as I'm going to go because my lashes get shorter past the middle. Everybody's lashes do. So if I put the same length lashes in here that I put out here, it's going to look a little bit unnatural. So that is what I'm going to do. So you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need your lashes. You're going to need some LashGrip or some sort of glue. The best is the kind that you squeeze out because you want to squeeze a dot of it onto your hand. And then you need some tweezers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lash glue and I'm going to put a little dot on the back of my hand. That's all you need. You don't even need that much. And this is going to be a little bit rocky because I can't zoom my camera in but so much it's not really focusing, so this is going to be a little interesting. Also, I've got to hold a mirror up because I have to get really close to the mirror, and honestly you probably will too, because what you want to do is snuggle the lashes right in at the base of your lashes, right under where the skin sort of folds over, and so in order to do that you kind of have to be like right here doing it. So apologies if it's a little hard to see, but I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible because what's the point in doing a tutorial if I make it hard to see? So I am going to start with my right eye. So when I start with my right eye, I'm going to pick it up the way that I will put it on, which is like this. So I kind of turn this upside down and pick it up out of here like this. One thing you have to be aware of is that there's a little bit of glue on the lashes to hold them in the container, and if you pick them up with your tweezers where that glue is, the lash will likely stick to your tweezers when you try to place it because the lash or your tweezers will be stuck in the glue. So you might have to readjust a little bit and kind of move your tweezers out on the lashes. So you want to take your lash like this and dip it into your glue. Alright, you want to get just a little bit of glue on the end. And then you're going to take it and you're going to snuggle this in as close as possible. Now, if you need to touch it a little bit to make sure it's facing the right direction, do that, but try not to touch it too much because you don't have much glue holding this lash on, so you want to make sure that you aren't messing around with it too much. What is probably the most complicated thing to do is make sure all the lashes are facing the right direction and even. Especially even between your two eyes. Alright, that one's a little bit better. I'm sorry, I just sneezed, so I'm a little sniffly right now. You can see how I'm kind of having to direct them a little bit. Push them down or push them over, just depending on how they stick. Uh-oh, I lost that one. That's the thing about individual lashes, it's very easy to drop them and never find them again, or find them a week later. once you've got a few in, you can kind of see if you've accidentally made a few holes. Like, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a little bit of a hole right there. So I'm going to stick another one in there to even it out. And fill in that hole a bit. There we go, that's better. Now the thing about individual lashes is not necessarily that they're more difficult than strip lashes, but that they're more time consuming. I mean, yes, it's not easy to deal with tiny little individual lashes, but for the most part, once you get the hang of it, it's really not that bad. The issue comes when you don't have the time to apply individual lashes. Alright, I'm going to do a few more on this side and then we're going to switch to the other side. Alright, let's move on to the other side. So really I just put it on the outside here, and it looks a little silly right now because you can still see the glue, but when the glue dries it will look nice and natural. Alright, so I'm turning the package around and picking them up like this now because I'm going to turn my hand and apply it like this. That's just, I find, the easiest way to do it. You can do it like this, but it's harder to see where it's going, so I just find that turning my hand around is the easiest way for me to do it. Alright, now depending on how long you've taken, you may have to redo your spot of glue. I may have to redo mine, so you want to turn your hand around and snuggle it right in there. Oh, I think I still have a lash on there from when I was doing this before. I recorded this once already and it was the worst video ever because I was having such a hard time getting them to do what I wanted to. And you can imagine, this hasn't been that great to begin with. So you can imagine how bad that must have been if I'm publishing this one. It was bad. Alright, so I've already got one on there then from before, so I'm just going to fill in that hole a little bit. Oh, that was easy. I'm going to get a little more glue because my spot is dried up. You want your glue to be tacky, so it's not a bad thing once it starts to dry, but if it starts to dry enough that you can't even poke your lash into it, that's too dry, obviously. You need to get some lash glue on there. There's some spots on your eye where it can be harder to get it at the base of your lashes. I find that this spot on my eye is tough. Right in the middle of my left eye. The reason you want to get it that low is because you don't want to see where the lash is attached. You don't want to see that you're wearing individual lashes. Alright, that's dried on the left eye for the most part, so it's not as white as it was before. So you can kind of see that it's just a little bit more natural, and it's more time consuming, as you can tell, but it is worth it to get that more natural lash look that people don't even ask if you're wearing false lashes. And they don't even say anything about your lashes because they just think in their heads, wow, she's got good lashes. So that is the application of individual false lashes. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.